Hello everyone, welcome to Mommy's Cooking. Today we are going to learn how to make milk bread like the ones that you get in bakeries. This is a Japanese milk bread that's also called Hokkaido bread. Please do see the video and subscribe to my channel if you like it. Let's go to the recipe. Now for this milk bread, we need the following ingredients. We need 15 grams flour, 75 ml water, 285 grams of flour separately, 6 grams yeast, 6 grams salt, 25 grams sugar, 25 grams oil and 150 ml of water or milk. Now first you take the 15-gram flour, add the milk, add the 75 ml of water or milk to it and cook it slowly until it thickens. Keep this separately. This is called the tanzong. This has to cool at least for an hour till it is in room temperature. Now you warm the rest of the milk, add the sugar and the yeast and let it proof for about 15 minutes. Take the flour, add the salt. Now in the middle of this you add the proofed yeast, the tanzong as well as the oil that we have taken. Now we need to knead all this into a really soft mixture. It will be a very sticky mixture, but don't worry, that's how it's going to be. We have to leave it for about 15 minutes. You need to cover it and leave it. Now after 15 minutes, you take it out on a work surface, dust the work surface, take it out on the work surface, and now we are going to knead this dough for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now please look at the kneading procedure as it is, as I am showing it here. The dough will be really very sticky. Please resist any temptation to add extra flour or extra oil to make it workable. Keep working the dough like this, stretch and pull it back, stretch and pull it back, and you'll see that the gluten structure starts forming in the flour. You see such a beautiful mesh of gluten is getting formed. This is what we want. Now you keep kneading it this way, and as you knead it, you will see that the dough will start coming out of the work surface by itself in about 15 to 20 minutes. Now you stretch it, make the surface even and keep it for proofing in a greased container. Cover it and let it proof for about an hour. You can either use a cling film to wrap it, or like how I have done, you can cover it with a cloth. After an hour, you see how well the dough has risen. It should at least rise to double or more. And when you stick your finger in the middle, the dough should not spring back. Now take it out on a work surface, deflate it, that is remove all the air from it. Now at this stage, if you want, you can roll it and put it in the bread tin directly, but since I am making this Japanese style of bread, I will be dividing this dough into 3 parts. So make a nice flat rectangle out of it and cut it into 3 parts. You can, if you have a weighing scale, you can use it to weigh the dough proportionately, or you can even eyeball it. Now take each part and stretch and fold how I am showing downwards, so that all the cracks are at the bottom and the top surface is even. Cover it and keep it for 15 minutes. Now after 15 minutes, take out each ball and roll it into an oval shape. Fold it from both sides like how I am doing. Again roll it with a rolling pin. And now slowly you have to make sure that all the air from the dough is gone. Now roll it from the top, making sure that you pinch the dough down each time you roll. Now roll it very nicely and tightly, and also seal the ends like what I am doing. Take a bread tin and grease it at the bottom. Keep all the 3 rolls into it. Press it gently from the top, and again we need to keep it for proofing for another 40 minutes to an hour. After 40 minutes, look how well they have proofed. Now you need to preheat your oven at 175 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes, and you can give a milk wash, spread milk wash on top of the loaves. You can also add sesame seeds on top if you want. We're going to bake it in the oven at 175 degrees Celsius for about 25 to 30 minutes till it is nice brown on top. And when you take it out and tap the top, you should make a hollow sound. Once you demold it after taking it out, gently brush it with butter so that the top crust becomes soft. And now you see how beautifully you can see the layers, how soft the bread comes out. You need to, don't cut it immediately. You please let it cool down and then wrap it and keep it in a with a cling film for about an hour in the fridge, and then you can slice it up. Hope you liked the video, and thank you for watching Mommy's Cooking.